Yeah, it's starting to get cold. My heated grips are working 100% right now. I need to start wearing the turtleneck. I haven't put one yet today. I was thinking like, maybe it's gonna be fine, but no. I feel so drafty in my neck, so turtleneck it is. How else do you call that? There is a name for it. Neck warmer or something like that they call it. Why I call it turtleneck is because I used to watch The Big Bang Theory, and Howard was wearing one a lot of the times, so that's how I know pretty much the name turtleneck. Normally I wouldn't know, probably. It's like, that's why I call it turtleneck. But yeah, it's like a neck warmer kind of thing. It's a kind of, a protection against cold kind of. I have two different sizes. Normally I have one for before kind of winter and after kind of winter, that kind of time period, and one for the winter, like a thick one. So I wear that, like basically I wear that balaclava, and that goes in between my balaclava and the jacket itself. There is a kind of neck warmer on this jacket. I took it off because it's not a fabric one. It's like a, how do you know those jackets people wear, those made out of like fucking, they look like a rubbish bag, those ones, those rubbish bag ones. Yeah, so it's that type of material. There's the sleek, that kind of what was it called? It's not fabric basically. It's like a plastic material, like tarpaulin or something. It's not tarpaulin, but it's like that kind of material, right? And I took it off. I still have it somewhere in my wardrobe for sure. I just don't wear it because it's kind of weird. You can sweat because of that, it's like with a turtleneck or with a neck warmer, if you prefer. Yeah, you don't sweat because it's a fabric. It's like cotton. I usually buy cotton, like 90% cotton, for example, whatever, polyester. But yeah, that's the fabric, and like I said, my neck doesn't sweat because it's too hot or something, and it's like because it's touching this kind of sleek material or something, so there's no possibility of getting kind of a cold because of that. So that's the point, mate. Yeah, I'll slow down because of them. I mean, I'm going. So, because you can hear my engine going, and obviously you are speeding up, mate. it's obvious. Yeah, I don't tend to do crap in front of police, man. That's the simple thing, innit? Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff in front of police. I mean, if the police is speeding, then I don't care. It's like, for example, if you're going behind the police and they're going over the speed limit, I can go above the speed limit, because what will be their excuse? Like, they're going above the speed limit, so what excuse will they have to give me like a ticket for speeding? They cannot give me that, because they themselves will have to take points for themselves. It's like, nope. So, and I've seen that many times, like people literally follow police officers and stuff like that when they're speeding, and it's not on the sirens, like they're not on the call out or anything. Yeah, let's change the gear. After this guy. It is cold in my neck because these are 50 miles an hour, not 40. 50 miles an hour road that it's so I'm doing it like a turtle, just hiding my head inwards kind of thing, so that the wind doesn't blow into my neck. Yeah, but I'll have to start wearing that. I don't know what I was on about. I was on about something. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can talk about that. I already bought new heated grips for this bike. So I already ordered ones. I'm not gonna change them now because it's cold as hell, man. It's cold as hell. My hands will be frozen in the time I change that. Besides, in a while I'll be removing the battery from both bikes because it's gonna be December soon. So I'll be removing in December I will be removing both batteries. So I'm not gonna be riding anywhere anyway. And I'll be changing those grips next year basically. So I already have them. I bought them for the different grips. They're better than these ones. Well, better. They have more heat settings. I should have taken my glasses, shouldn't I? Right. Okay, you're braking, but only just because you're sitting on this tail. Okay. What was I about? Ah, yeah, the grips. So they're more expensive ones. So there is another type of grips. They're more expensive. Normally they cost like £80. They're on discount, that's why I bought them £60. And they have more settings. So instead of 5 settings, you have like 7 or 8 or something like that. 7 or 8 settings. Why are you turning on the left indicator here, mate? So I don't know if they're actually much better than... Are you fucking joking right now? So basically you overtook me on the left just to go in front of me. I don't know, man. It's like weird stuff. I'm just gonna overtake this guy, I suppose. That's it, and I don't have to worry about the van. So yeah, the heated grips have like 7 or 8 settings, and they're pretty much the same controls and everything wise, although they have waterproof connections. All these ones, they've been on the bike for 4 years, nothing happened to them, and I've been riding in rain, in cold weather and stuff like that. Nothing happened to those connections, so I don't know why they needed to improve waterproofing on those connections, but whatever. No, apparently they're like properly waterproof or something, those connections in the new heated grips. So these grips obviously will be recycled to my other bike, so to my Lex Moto. Those will go onto the Lex Moto, but that will be once I, deal with other crap on the bike. So kind of, or I have shit ton of parts, like I said many times. Fuck me. I have a lot of parts for Lex Moto, and I will be changing them when it's warmer, and so that the heated grips will be on the bike eventually, these ones, and the new ones will be next year on this bike for sure. Even though I don't use it for commuting most of the time, sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't use it for commuting this bike. So I don't know if the winter gonna kick me in the balls with the coldness, then yeah, I'll probably do that sooner. those heated grips on the other bike. if my hands freeze off on the other bike, I'll probably put them sooner. And like I said, I could probably buy a dedicated one for that bike, but it's like I have those. It's like they still work. At least this one work properly. This one is proper hot. This one much less hot. It still works. You can still feel the heat. It's not as much as this one. You still feel the heat. I am operating the clutch in the city a lot, so it's another thing. I'm not gripping the grip properly all the time because I am operating the clutch, especially when you filter. So you have to slow down, operate the clutch. Mate, let me fit in over here. That's it. Wow, something is burning over there, mate. Like, that is not even a barbecue, that is someone burning fucking tire. Someone's burning tires, man. Winter's coming, time to burn some tires. Wood is too fucking expensive, or like coal and wood is too expensive. Let's burn some tires for warmth. But yeah, that's one thing I already bought. Like, I have heated grips. I just need to install them one day, probably, like I said, next year, because it's a bit too cold right now. And like I said, in December, late December, I'm not going to use my bikes anymore, so that's fine. And another thing I bought is a seat cushion. You know, the air seat cushion for this bike. The other one is fine. The other Comfort is fine. But I didn't expect it for it to be so big. I thought it's much smaller. But when I hold it, it's like fucking huge, like a watermelon. Not in volume, perhaps, but the size of it, like kind of, you know, like a proper sized watermelon. Like, it's big. This motherfucker. And I'm thinking, like, will that be like too big for my seat? Because my seat here, where I'm sitting right now, balls on the tank, obviously. That is smaller than the back side of it. So it will have to go onto the sides. But I don't know how that's gonna work. I didn't fit it yet. I'm not going, you know, any long distance. And like I said before, an hour journey on this bike is fine without that seat cushion. But I have it. I bought it from, I think it's Oxford. So in the past, you used to have only like the Wild Ass Cushion or something like that. That company. And that was like years ago, right? And that used to be the company that made them. And they made also with a gel and another type of some sort. So there were 3 types. So that was the company that made them. And then there was another company that made them. And now Oxfords make them. And the cheapest ones are Oxfords, actually. I bought the cheapest one because I don't know how well that's going to work. Now, if that's not going to improve my comfort, well, I can still use it, I suppose. But my worry is that when you ride on twisties and stuff like that, you might slide to the side because it's not kind of like the proper seat. That's my worry with the seat cushion. Now, if you're going just straight on a motorway, like 200 miles motorway, yeah, that's fine. But for the twisties, I don't know about that. Like when you do sharper turns and stuff like that. I'll have to test that out like next year. And I'll let you know about that, and I'll probably show it to you as well when I have it. And you will be probably surprised by the size. I was surprised by the size of it. I did not expect it to be so big. Seriously, did not expect that to be so big. So yeah, I suppose that's a rant. I don't intend to buy anything else. Well, the bike, oh yeah, it got his new cover, right? You got your new cover. It's not as good as the previous one, because the previous one used to cost, I paid for it like £70. So it was like the top tier cover you can get for like winter and rainproof and stuff like that. This one is 40 something pounds. So this one was 40 something pounds, the one I have now. I can give you a link. It's not the best, but it's better than the cheaper ones. It has some mesh inside, so it's kind of thicker and stuff like that, so it's not that bad for winter. But the one I had, I think it's called Stormex or something like that crap. And that was the one I had. This one is a different name, I don't remember, excuse me. But yeah, it's cheaper, but it's cheaper for a reason. The other one, you have the mesh kind of thing, covers the whole cover, like from bottom to top. With the one I bought now, you don't have it at the bottom and you don't have it at the back wheel. So the back wheel does not have it. Are you turning? Come on, mate. Where is your indicator, mate? That's my question. It's like, You're turning without any indicators. I can go straight from that, lane. It's not illegal for me to go straight from that lane, actually. You can turn right, but put an indicator, mate. So yeah, it's quality-wise is worse. But I thought, I'm not gonna spend 70 quid. I'm already spending on other crap, and there's Christmas soon, so I'm gonna spend more money again. And it's like, I'm not bothered. I'll just buy this one, and maybe a year later or 2 years later, I'm gonna buy the whatever Stormex it was or something like that. It was pretty good cover, man. I think I had it for 3 years, and it held up. After 3 years, there's this for solar panel kind of thing. What was it called? Like a space for solar panel at the front of the cover, between your mirrors, kind of thing. So that plastic kind of cover thing for the solar panel, that is shot. That is literally perished. The one at the back also perished. So anything that to do with plastic, it perished. Literally disintegrated, mate. The seams have this kind of also plastic kind of vinyl strip to protect them from water, kind of thing, right? So they kind of double protect. Those strips are gone on that old cover, basically. They're gone, man. So, but yeah, it 3 years, man. 3 years, £70, 3 years, man. That's not bad. That's not a bad result, I'd say. That is not a bad result. Dude, you already started turning. Okay, you're going to the petrol station. That's fine. Not neutral. Please, not neutral. So anyway, I'm not going to bother you any longer than that. I think I've ranted for long enough. So yeah, here you go. That sort of vlog-ish kind of thing. Yeah, well, traffic. Nice. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's all I have to say. It's like, yeah. A bit of a ranty vlog, no real kind of topic, but yeah, I'll be updating you on some of the stuff I bought, you know how it performs and stuff like that. Although I have that cover already on my other bike, so it's not that bad. It lasted a year, so I suppose that's fine. Anyway, I'll see you in my next vlog video, whatever it's gonna be. Have fun out there and watch out, because the road's gonna be wet, icy and slippery soon, so watch out. Do make sure you take more caution riding in December especially, and after New Year. And I will see you in my next one. Have a nice one. Blast out.